Hey guys, welcome to another video. And before I start, give us a like and give us a subscribe. It's always much appreciated. And in this video, I want to talk about Crowcoin and what my prediction is for that. And great news that we've just had as well. Absolutely some massive news, more regulatory positive news as well for crypto.com. So stay tuned for that. But also, just beforehand, I just want to cover what happened yesterday with the FOMC meeting and the data that's come out. So without further ado, let's get into it. Well, right now we can see Bitcoin sitting at $62,418. So we're starting to get there. We're starting to make some moves to the upside, which I was sort of hoping for. And what we can see here, yesterday we saw on the Fed tools, it was around about 60% to 30% in terms of will it be a 25 basis point or will it be a 50 basis point? And we got the 50 basis point. So we all saw Jerome Powell yesterday in his speech. It seemed fairly dovish to me. There was a sort of areas which I was a bit concerned about, but overall, it was a dovish stance in that as well. So, but what I did find surprising is because such a big news, this is the first rate cut. Last time we had it was obviously the pandemic, and then previous to that was in 2008 during the economic downturn. But obviously, I was really, really surprised that we didn't get some major moves to the upside or the downside. It was a few little wicks here and there, but nothing great. And we can see here, the US central bank kicks off easing cycle. That is going to be good for the crypto and for the risk assets as well as stock market. But Fed's policy rate lowered. 4.65 to 5% rate. Policymakers see another 50 basis point cuts in 2024. But a lot of people were very concerned. The volatility just wasn't there, which I was quite surprised about in that. But what's really good thing, looking at a positive on this, is the M2 money supply. And we could see this, the pandemic, March 2020, we had that big move up. And obviously, what did we see then? We saw a parabolic moves in the crypto space. A lot of big moves happening there. I understand that at the moment, it's a very different situation to what that was, because obviously we have got potentially risk later on next year that we could go into recession. There is that risk, and that is why the Federal Reserve is starting to make moves now, because there is risks of that. Beforehand, it was a pandemic and such like. There was a lot of uncertainty around that. Businesses were closed down. But overall, we had that big move. And since 2000, when we had that 2008, here we can see here, we had that big move up to the upside. And it's just been up all the way. But we had that massive move to the upside. So just watch out. Obviously, what we've got to bear in mind is right now we're going to have a lot of volatility coming in the market. It's going to be very interesting today when the markets opens in the USA as well. Obviously, how are they going to react to yesterday? Now everybody's been able to digest what's happened. So obviously, we're going to get a lot of volatility in the market, so just watch this space. But I'm really hoping the volatility is going to be the upside, because we do get a lot of people say, oh, we're going to have a crash in the coming days or coming weeks. But we don't know. At the end of the day, nobody really knows. So just be prepared for everything, any eventuality that could happen. But I'm feeling fairly bullish now that we're going to get that money printer going, and that's going to bring more money into the crypto space and hopefully going to make us a lot of gains. So let's check out what's been happening on with crypto.com especially. Let's get more into the more interesting stuff. So looking at the Crowcoin at the moment, we can see here we're still sitting at around about just over $2 billion in market cap. And now we're up around about just over 11%, around about $5.584 million and 24-hour volume. It's not too bad. I've seen it lows of 4s and 3s before, but obviously it's an okay. We've got bullish sentiment at 56 and 44% in terms of bearish. I won't know why you'll think you're bearish. So it's quite a neutral stance, really. But what I'm interested in as well, look where we are at the moment. We are down like just over $2 billion in market cap. In the last bull market, we hit around about, it was just over $20 billion in market cap. I think we're going to go further than that this year in this bull market. I think $1 to $2 is what my targets are. So when it gets to that $1 mark, that's where I'll be starting to take bits of profit, nibble away here and there. That's what I'd be doing. But overall, crypto.com looking a-okay, and obviously waiting to see what happens today with the stock markets and Bitcoin as well. But look at this, Bahrain, we've got some more licensing, more regulatory clarity coming in here from crypto.com. Another one here, we can say we're proud to announce our last milestone in global regulatory compliance and licenses. Received payment service provider license from the Central Bank of Bahrain. And this is why I like crypto.com. They're very keep to the regulatory, and this is why they get their licenses so easy. Obviously, it's not easy to get a license, but obviously, because they're clear cut, they know what they're doing, and they have from what we know, is no issues at all with any countries that they're in at the moment, which is also a good sign. We can also see Eric as well. As also, congratulations, proud announcement for Crypto.com has received a payment service provider license from Central Bahrain. I have been personally impressed by the team of Bahrain. The support, openness, and thoughtfulness throughout the journey has been remarkable, and that is what I like to see. Looking forward to expanding our operations in the GCC thanks to a new license milestone. And, you can see what's been going on. He just mentioned, I won't get into this, but all the staking rewards as well, what Crypto.com are giving out as well. And don't forget, we've got the Champions League. 3 billion fans will be watching. I'm not saying that all the fans are going to be signing up Crypto.com or buying CRO coin, but it's exposure. It's exposure it's giving exposure for the crypto market in general, not just Crypto.com. So it's looking really, really great. And because of the nice price action by Bitcoin, we're also seeing a lot of green as well in the crypto space, which is great to see. But what is even more great to see, we can see the Cronos ecosystem is growing and is all green as well, which is a bonus, because obviously we've got Merry now, which is over the volume of 24 hours, is up 3% at 6.4 million in market cap. And we've got Core as well, which is up by 5.92%, 27.9 million market cap. And also, we've got a bit of a move from Moonflow as well at 19.62%. Like I said, Cronos, you've got to watch Cronos ecosystem very carefully. This is the first, when this bull market really kicks off, this is the first bull market that really the Cronos ecosystem has been from the start and hopefully towards the end as well. So obviously, watch a lot of these tokens. A lot of these in beautiful buy spaces. Obviously, mean coins come high risk as well, but also can give you a high return. Make sure that you're right on things. Don't always look at the price. Do your research and make sure that you're right in what you're going to do. You're never going to be right all the 100% of the time, but the more times you're right, the better you're going to feel. And also, obviously, the price action moves as well. But watch Mary very, very closely. Is that going to get listed on Crypto.com? Or Crypto.com just waiting for this big bull market to happen and then list it, because that's going to bring in a lot more volume. So watch that very, very carefully. And we can see here, an hour ago, AI Bert, give him a follow on Twitter. Very, very informative. Gives lots of alpha out there, a lot of data out there. He's really great for the alpha on Cronos and Crypto.com. And he says here, when I said Crypto.com is running on a demon time, I meant it. In the first 18 days of September, Crypto.com recorded $80 billion in spot volume, representing a daily average of 4.46 billion. At the pace it will take Crypto.com another 4 days to beat year-to-date records from August, and not even the full month to beat all-time high. So just bear that one in mind. When everybody was saying in the bear market how Crypto.com was going to go bust, just look at this. The current all-time high volume recorded at 224.95 billion is from the top of the last bull market in December 2021. But if Crypto.com keeps in pace with trading activity, meaning the market remains volatile, it could reach over 130 billion volume in September. They are making a lot of money. We see all these sponsors that they're doing, all these sponsorship with the F1 and obviously with the UEFA football as well, and everything else, UFC. All their partnerships, they're bringing in people to the crypto space, not just Crypto.com. And obviously, the more people come into crypto, the more volatile it will become. And, obviously, it's going to be good, obviously, for the CRO coin. But he says Crypto.com has emerged the market leader this year and currently the second largest CEX of the world after Binance, with a 14.41 market share and global spot volume. You can't go grumbling about that. And I have a feeling Cronos chain will become the top chain and the go-to place for building in the future. And let's just say my instincts tend to turn into reality. He is correct on that. He is right. Give him a follow on X. He's great to follow. But he's right. He's right. And I say this in every video. There's a lot of things going on in the Cronos ecosystem, which is a very new, started towards the back end of the last bull market in 2021. But also what Crypto.com are doing, getting those licenses as well, because it just shows you on here as well in terms of what they're doing on the craze. It's growing all the time, and it will get traction. We see a lot of all of these Base and Tron and all these or Solanas. They've got traction at the moment. It's only a matter of time for Cronos to get that traction and really start pushing forward. They're building all the time, and that's what I like to see. So regarding on the daily chart, nothing has really changed from last time. We've got a little bit of money outflow coming in. We did get two green dots, and we did move to the upside. What I want to do is, what I want to see, should I say, is I want to see Bitcoin, Crow coin, should I say, not Bitcoin, Crow coin, but same Bitcoin, Crow coin to break this downtrend, get above this area of resistance, break this downtrend, get up to this area of 8 cents. I think where we are now, we're just above that. So I want to get above this white line here, get above this 9 cents, and make our way back up to over to 10 pence mark as well, and get back up to that 18 pence and make our way up as well. And that's what I really, really want to see. So at the moment, we're on this downtrend. We want to break it. Also, all the altcoins are in the same kind of position as well. They're all trying to break through this area of a downtrend, because don't forget, you know, we've got dominance at the moment at 58.44. So obviously Bitcoin's made some moves, and obviously that pushes the dominance up. But once that dominance starts topping out and we start breaking down to the downside, which we will do at some point, but obviously if Bitcoin gets to $100, $100,000, something like that, we're going to be up above 60, probably above 60% in dominance. So we just got all that. But obviously it drags up the market. You know, Bitcoin will drag up the market still. But when that breakdown happens in terms of dominance, that will all flow back into altcoin. That's when we'll get the altcoin season as well. So there's a lot of movement happening at the moment in the market. But look at the CRO at the moment. We're moving up to that 8 cents mark over that. We're going to get to that 9 cents mark as well, and get above that to that 10 pence mark as well. But overall, looking at what's been happening on the crypto.com ecosystem and the Cronos ecosystem as well, it is looking really, really bullish in my opinion. So I really do think CRO will get to that $1, will get to that $2 at some point in this bull market. So do your research. Like I said, don't let the X's cloud your mind. Look at being right. That's what I say. See you soon in the video. Take care. And let's see what happens in the markets when it opens in the US.